Welcome back. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you the raw, unadulterated truth. Let me address some of the people we consider social media influencers, opinion molders, activists, or whatever thing you may call them, of which, in some occasion, I am part of that same category of people. I'm not always in a rush to criticize anyone because everybody is entitled to the opinion, except it becomes clear that the person's activity is posing a great detriment to public interest, which I represent and advocate for. Let me address this set of people. There are lots of them, but these are the people that I want to address head on. Beginning with Deji. Deji is an activist, as he posed himself to be. I have met him in a couple of occasions, put together by area father, our area father, Charlie Boy Odudubareba, one of Africa. At the time, we were talking about our Mumu Dondu, Now We Be Government movement, and the rest of them. And I kept a close tab on this man, Deji, because I don't just rush in and start dealing things with people without knowing their background or the motive behind their actions. Because that is the basis of my judgment of anyone, your motive. And what I found out so far is a man that goes for the highest bidder.
You see, basically like I've said, the goal of this is to, the people that gave the money, they know themselves, and they know the circumstances in which they put us before they gave us the money.
You know, they are professional social media influencers. Whoever that pays the most, he will start advocating and promoting such person. It doesn't matter the person's background, because they have an army of followers, either on Twitter, on Facebook, and the rest of them, who they can convince or confuse, as the case might be. We've seen him promote APC candidates, seen him promote PDP candidates, men who are part of the problem. He is a party man, I must tell you. He's a member of PDP, and he had worked so closely with politicians. And if he says that he had not collected any kind of inducement by any politician whatsoever in Nigeria, if he swears, he will die tomorrow. I'm talking about Deji. I'm so sure of it. So when we see him coming out to attack or criticize P2B, I don't have any problem with that, personally, because I criticize other candidates. But I base my criticism on the facts we have on ground, and not on blackmail, cheap blackmail, and trying to dent somebody's image without any form of evidence. Okay? Let's talk about issues and not about individuals. Let's talk about things that have made the Nigerian people suffer, and not about your personal interests, which you cover in the name of activism. That was this on the part of Deji. And the same thing is also applicable to Rino Omokri. That one I've defined him as a biblical explanation of be wise as serpent and gentle as dove. This guy has these very characteristics, and he has used same to manipulate the opinions of many Nigerians who are following him. He is also a party man. He is loyal to his party, PDP. Oh yes. I expect him up till now to be selling Atiku and why Nigerians should vote for Atiku, and not concentrating in attacking Peter Obi for no just reason. But let me say this before I continue. There is a post that is flying around that it emanates from Peter Obi, saying or claiming that Reno Omokri wanted to, get money from Peter Obi, which he never succeeded in getting money from Peter. He said they had a meeting in London where he was asking him to pay, I think, about $100,000 or pounds for him to promote Peter Obi, and Peter Obi refused, and then it now resulted to him now attacking and tarnishing his image and all the rest of them. I must tell you categorically clear, that post is a lie. You know me, I'm not here to mince word. I am not sentimental. I say the truth the way it is. I can categorically tell you that that post is not true. It didn't come from Peter Obi. And there was no time such thing happened. He never asked Peter Obi for money. But if he does, that is his own business. But the truth of the matter is that his pursuit against Peter Obi is based on his personal interest and not of public interest. Write it down. Reno Omokri is doing what he's doing against Peter Obi, not because Peter Obi is bad. He himself said it.
I just want to tell you, I'm with my friend here, Governor Peter Obi. We're in DC. We came in for the National Prayer Breakfast. But you see, I listened to this man. I listened to Governor Peter Obi. And, ex-Governor Peter Obi, the plans, the ideas, this man raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria. He raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria. Since he left office, can you believe that this man does not take anything, not even like a penny from the Anambra State government? And while he was there, he was a man that built up Anambra State. Anambra State used to be almost educationally disadvantaged. And then in less than 2 years, he brought them to be #1. He left that state with a reserve. Look, we need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi. I listened to him today and, I was touched. Like, do we have fellows like this in Nigeria? I'm very proud of this man. Look at everything that he has touched. He made money for himself in the private sector. He made money for Anambra State in the...
Now, what could have changed all of a sudden? It is good. It is expected that political opponents will try to, criticize, try to, do some kind of political campaign that will demarcate their opponents. It is expected. That's fine. But blackmailing someone or trying to run down somebody's image for nothing, without anything on ground, I think what he should concentrate his energy on, and I believe the armies of obedient Nigerians wouldn't have mind him selling Atiku and leave Peter Obi alone. We have APC. We have other political parties. Why are all of them all united against Mr. Peter Obi? Especially now that obedient Nigerians are now very useful. You understand what I mean? Obedient Nigerians are now very useful to this very cause. Now, someone also made mention of Sowore. I've already talked about Sowore in one of my videos or a couple of them. I've advised him, if sincerely he believes in the cause of a new Nigeria, if he actually believes in the thing that he's talking about, revolution now, which I've been preaching all these years about political revolution, I must tell you that, to be honest, if he is sincere, he would have joined in this current revolution. I have said it time and over. I've appealed to him. I've also reached out to his contacts and tell him that he should try as much as possible to connect with Peter Obi and push his agitation for a better Nigeria as he has supposed to have been doing all these years. But from my conversation with his own people, I didn't have direct conversation with him, but with his very closest lieutenant, what I got from him is just a clear indication of envy. He's envious of Peter Obi, that the youths he has been trying to mobilize are now surging towards Peter Obi, which is why he had vowed to bring Peter Obi down without any reason.
I said that the Labour Party had become an orphanage for politicians that are homeless. It didn't take long before our man ran there when he became homeless. The Labour Party should not have in its company somebody who managed 13 months of strike, worker strike in Anambra State. The reason Obi left PDP was because they outplayed him with transactional politicking. Where is the structure of Labour Party? You should ask yourself. The Labour Party and the Peter Obi people should come and join us. We are the ones who know how to stand up for you.
I've said that before. If you are doing something good and you saw someone that is doing it better, the best thing to do is to team up with that person and bring out the best of it. That is what I expect of him. But rather, we are seeing the opposite. Because if it is not him, then it is nobody. That mentality, I'm not part of it. And that is just why he had been attacking Peter Obi for no reason. And don't forget, he's also part and parcel of the corrupt political system. He had benefited from the same political class that he's fighting today. And that is the truth. Now, finally, let me address, because someone has already asked me, oh, what have you said about your man, Asari Dokubo? He's a Biafran, and I respect him so much. At least for one reason. He expresses himself, his opinion, bluntly, without any mention word. I respect him for that. And also, as a Biafran activist, I also try to look at his character and his personality of why he is routing for Tinubu, because he had made it clear that he is in support of Tinubu. But one thing that I've always connected to all of these people who are trying to run down Peter Obi is that they play ethnic bigotry and religious bigotry. And that is what I am condemning with respect to Asari Dokubo.
Let people not say you were there, you did not talk. There's a scammer in town, Peter Obi, that has just come out. Scamming people, lying, and people are believing him. And this is so misleading that this scammer, he can scam people so easily. He did nothing other than lying and smooth talk. You know they give shishi. You know they give chichi. So people go work for you. Say you know they give chichi. Oh, yeah, you know they give chichi. Man, I no go, man, you no give on our chichi. Work for them free.
I'm so disappointed to hear me say every true Muslim should not vote for Peter Obi. Why is that statement? What has your religion got to do with your stance or your integrity for good governance? It has nothing to do with that or where you come from. These are the instruments of the old order. So I kept wondering, what is his pursuit? And from what he said about Tinubu, that, oh, Tinubu has taken care of him, he took care of his bill when he was in detention, he paid the school fees of his children, gave him family house and the roof over their head.
Among all the people that have come out, Tinubu have the best pedigree and legacy in Lagos. People are criticizing this man. What has age got to do with ruling? What has it got to do with governance? Me, I personally know Tinubu. When I know somebody, I can speak for him. I was the person who picked governorship candidates for CPC in Bayelsa, famous than I just called the president then, said, famous Danuma, go and contest for CPC as governorship candidate. That's how close I was to General Muhammad Buhari, to Tinubu. Tinubu, I go everywhere in his house. His wife, the senator, she was so kind. Once I reached, my brother, hey, what would you want to eat? And I didn't know she was our sister until Papa Richard Jaffa told me that she's his niece. Who? I didn't know. She was so kind and loving to me. When I was in prison, these people were so kind to me. Tinubu paid my children's school fees unsolicited. He gave me a house at GTC. He gave my wife a house at Ogba.
That is wonderful. That's his personal interest, which everyone is entitled to appreciate the favor someone gives to him. But when it comes to putting your personal interest above public interest, knowing fully well when you have a situation at hand that calls for a rescue of Nigerians from the hands of old order, that you benefited directly or personally from Tinubu, does not qualify him to become the Nigerian president. If that is the case, then we should all support Tinubu for our own personal interest. He should go to all Nigerians and start paying all their school fees and build houses over the head of every Nigerian before we can support him. Will he be able to make it if that is the case? So that is my point. And I must say categorically, myself, you can put me on the watch. You can drop it on the comment section. And I make bold to say it. No single politician had induced me or any of my team to influence our position on them or in promoting them. Never. Because we stand for public interest. And if you think that they are not coming for me to promote them or to induce me with money or cash, let me tell you, you are joking. Some of you may say, oh, this guy is making a lot of money. If I show you my bank account, you'll be ashamed for myself. But we are contented. I am my team. There are some other people who are contesting for Senate. They'll say, oh, we want you to promote us. Some of you contesting for governorship. We want you to promote us because you have an image of good governance and you are propagating. People will believe whoever you are selling. But we say, no. Send us or we'll do our background check. Let us know whom you are, your private life or your public life. Because we promote with passion. That doesn't mean if you give us advert, we are not going to publish your advert. But in terms of promoting a person because of what we believe in, no. We must be sure that you are not going to be a disappointment to public interest. And that is what I expect of all these people to do, if truly they are genuine in their agitation or their activism whatsoever. That is just what I want to bring to you. I'm not good at criticizing my fellow comrades or social media influencers, but I must tell you, our conscience should prick us, at least to some extent. Because, and on the long run, we will become the victims of our greed for money. That is just all I can tell you. If you have found out anything whatsoever that have done wrong, please be free to express yourself on the comment section. I am Atiku Peters. I'm just a voice, and I've delivered the message. Thank you for watching this far. Please subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comments, and stay connected with this platform. This is our alternative media channel. Please subscribe to it, as we hope when we get our suspension lifted from BVI Channel 1 platform, we will be able to continue from where we stay. God bless you and stay safe.